good evening. This is day 80 of Fortitude Through Stoicism, and for me, it is March 20th. And this is on the tail end of a 22-hour day. But as a Stoic, we don't complain, we execute. And today I executed. Was able to successfully open a 5-week consulting project. I was able to gain an equity position in another company. Started my day in the East Coast of Florida. Was able to make it back home to Tampa, switch out my travel bag, get a good workout in my home gym. Then I jumped on a plane, head to Indianapolis, and then took a little car ride over into the middle of Illinois so I can be on site tomorrow to open another project. This is the grind, but we don't complain. So I'm going to jump into today's lesson because this is perhaps one of my very favorite ones. And I'm probably going to read this whole one. Ready and at home. I may wish to be free from torture, but if the time comes for me to endure it, I wish to bear it courageously with bravery and honor. Wouldn't I prefer not to fall into war? But if war befalls me, I'll wish to carry nobly the wounds, starvation, and other necessities of war. Neither am I so crazy as to desire illness, but if I must suffer illness, I'll wish to do nothing rash or dishonorable. The point is not to wish for these adversities, but for the virtue that makes adversities bearable. I love this because we're going to go into one of my favorite quotes. Now, there's a little story here about President James Garfield. Now, he was raised in very humble circumstances, self-educated, and eventually went on to become a Civil War hero, whose presidency was also cut short, obviously, by an assassin's bullet. But in his brief time in office, he faced a bitterly divided country. Remember, this is the time of the Civil War, right? And additionally, his Republican Party was divided. But during one fight, which challenged the very authority of his office, he stood firm, telling an advisor, I love this one, and listen to this. Of course, I deprecate war, but if it's brought to my door, the bringer will find me home. That's what Seneca's saying here. We'd be crazy to want to face war. We'd be crazy to want all the hardships and adversity. But let's be honest. That's what really, truly prepares you for life, for this battle. You know, you can live in your own little bubble, but the world has evil people. And it is one big battlefield. There are people out there that want to take your lunch. They don't give a shit about you. You may think everyone's nice and peaceful and happy, but that's not the case in the world. It is not. So I prepare for war every single day. I train like a warrior, but I also tend my garden like a gardener, my mindset garden. This is impactful because the Stoics, we don't necessarily, well, perhaps we do, right? We do, because there is some voluntary suffering that we put ourselves through. Voluntary poverty. Look at me, I'm fasting 30 hours every week on, Thursday to Friday late. I'm doing a 30-hour fast every week on top of an intense travel schedule. And I don't miss a workout. So even on those 30-hour fast days, I typically get about 3 workouts in on a fast. That sucks. My butthole's dragging, no energy, but yet I still got to go into my clients or into my companies, and I still got to execute at the very tip of the spear. There is no fucking excuses. Like, 22-hour day today. Who gives a shit? I'm going to get up and kick the shit out of tomorrow too. Because that's just what we do. Because you know what? I may be crazy. I may look for adversity. I may love the hardship, but you know what? That makes everything else easy in life. It really, truly does. I know I look like crap. I know I'm tired, bags under the eyes. But look at my face. Look at the scars on my face. They're all littered. Scars all over my face. My hands are littered with scars. I appreciate those battle wounds, bullet holes. I love that shit. I deprecate war. But if you bring it to my fucking doorstep, guess what? You will meet a warrior that prepares every single day for just that. Tread lightly. But in the meantime, this is my fate. Let's go have an amazing day. And remember, if they're going to bring war to your doorstep, let the bringer be ready, because you will be home waiting. Let's fucking go.